king mackerel, some bluefish. Now here we're on shore. This is an area where this grading machine has traveled over picking up tar balls. You see what's left behind. Just tar balls littering the beach. Now there you can see the dark areas we were concerned about. Turns out they were minnows. We believe driven ashore by the oxygen levels perhaps, but there were dense schools of them. Very small fish, 2 inches long. What was interesting was after we were there for a little while, we realized that the minnows were congregating in areas where there was material on the bottom. Now look at these guys swimming by. This just gives you an idea of how thick these schools were, and it's just kind of a fun shot to see them all zooming by so fast. The camera is basically stationary here. This is how fast these little fish were moving by on the speed of the waves. Now look here, you see the dark material on the bottom. Those are ladyfish eating the minnows that are swimming over what's down here on the bottom, which turned out to be submerged oil. It's different than the tar balls we had seen on shore. This stuff was very loose, and here's tar balls for comparison. I put this shot in here. These are hard tar balls. You can pick them up. They don't really get on your hands. This stuff was very different. You move your hand through it and you came away with oil splotches all over you. It looks kind of firm, but it was actually very liquidy. There were ropes of it where it had been tumbling around in the current. And you see the bits of white in there? Those are the shells of crabs and sand fleas that have died. There were lots of dead fish on the beach, lots of those minnows. And this is a bag or a shirt or something that's just caked in the oil. It gives you an idea of how loose the stuff is, how it just sticks to everything. And here's a little swimming crab. Notice its claws are just clubs of oil. Its body is caked in oil, and more of the oil was sticking to this. I saw several dozen of these crabs on the bottom, dead. It's a typical little surf crab. Here's more of the little minnows up on the beach. There were just piles of them scattered around, mostly near the oil we saw underwater. Here a lot of minnows mixed in with some tar balls. Here's one. You can see the tar ball melting out from under him. And here's another one of the speckled crabs. It was drifting around next to this American flag caked in oil. Sort of tells us where we are.